Let's get into this Trey Songz story. The woman who accused Trey Songz of raping her at a Los Angeles party dismissed her $20 million lawsuit against him. Now, according to court documents, the alleged victim wants the case dismissed for now, but would still like the opportunity to refile at a later date. The woman filed the lawsuit in February and accused Trey Songz of sexual assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. Al, let's start with you. What do you think about the update to the story that she'd like to be able to refile later on?
There are two things here that I found interesting. We know that from Digital Music News, which is a digital platform, they have asserted 2 days ago that the case has been moved, or that the lawyers would like to move the case from Los Angeles courthouse to Van Nuys courthouse. So this could be a reason why she asked for the dismissal, so that it could be moved from one courthouse to another. Now, that's what I've been reading, and it's very controversial. Now, the other thing, if that's not the case, this smells to me like a settlement out of court, because you guys got to remember, this one was a very, very horrific story, like to the tune of that she ran out of the place without her underwear, got into her Uber. The Uber saw that she was really in a bad state and took her directly to a hospital. And at the hospital, not only did they perform a sexual assault exam, but they also realized that she had to have surgery for the intrusive cuts that she had anally. So I really don't think that someone would go through, and Claudia, you know this better than anybody. You have, been with a young lady that's gone through a rape kit before, and that's just not a sexy thing to do. It's very humiliating. It can be very embarrassing, and I just don't think she made it up. And I don't think the other 10 women that have accused him are making it up. But if this is truly dismissed, this young man needs to go to church from now until he dies, because he is really getting a second life to lead, to just kind of navigate through these 10 accusations of women that he has sexually abused.
The fact, and you're right, Al, the fact that she went and got a rape kit and they found evidence of abrasions and cuts. When my friend was raped, the doctor right away saw the evidence, which was in the form of lots of cuts and abrasions. And he said, yes, these can happen in aggressive sex, but they only happen to this degree in 1 in 5,000 cases. And it's a pretty rare thing. So anyone that goes those lengths, I tend to believe them.
And plus, in this case, they collected DNA from her rape kit, as well as other legal evidence. So,
the anal rape is just
where she had to have surgery now. So she had to have surgery. It was so bad.
Q, what do you think?
Mama was paid off. Mama, I mean, when you read the details of the story, the one part where it said the Uber driver she was so distraught that the Uber driver, you know what I'm saying, had to take her to the hospital. That instantly rang a bell in my head that said Mama was paid off, because at that point, Mama got enough evidence to win her case. All right. Mm-hmm. I think she was paid off. I don't want y'all to think anything strange of me, but I am very fascinated by sexual deviancy. And I am just from a psychological perspective, and I'm just like curious to know, what are you getting out of, tearing somebody up like that anally? I mean, she had to be squirming and screaming and making noise that expressed displeasure, and you continued. For whatever reason, there's just something about that fascinates me. Not from a place of wanting to do it, but wanting to understand the mind of somebody who does something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but they say it's not. People say, oh, when someone's good looking, like when the alleged aggressor is good looking, well, they don't need a rape, but they went for sex. It's really not about the sexual urge. It's about the power of overcoming someone and winning and beating someone. And that's the ultimate destruction of someone else, I think. Such a sad story. Again, like with R. Kelly, to see someone with so much charisma and talent and opportunity be involved in this, it's like, why? I'm fascinated in that part as well. Why?
So let me ask you this. At this point, because at the end of that R. Kelly documentary, the whole world was saying, why didn't we as a collective, do something about this sooner because we knew. You know, with Trey, and I'm not accusing him of anything, allegedly, it's looking like he's going down that R. Kelly lane. Who is the we that's supposed to do something about this at this point? Is it the label? Is the label supposed to drop him? Are we supposed to stop listening to his music? I mean, how do we as the community do something at this point?
It's not on us. It's on him and his people that are in his circle. I think we don't have access to him like that. But the people in the circle that see this is like with R. Kelly. We saw there was a lot of enablers around him that let it go down. Someone heard screaming. Someone saw blood on some sheets. Someone heard something. Someone heard rumors. Some girl cried at someone, and people looked the other way because they're on the payroll. That's who needs to be worried about it, not the fans, right? Like, I'm tired of us being held like what we got to do with it.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that, Q, you're right. I think maybe we do have some type of social consciousness awareness that we need to start exercising for the people that make individuals like him extremely successful and to continue to be successful. These kids make north of $5 and $10 million a year based off of our love for them. So if we don't show them love and it hits their pockets, I think they will really reevaluate their behaviors. And I think that might be something that hopefully in this cancer culture can percolate, and we can start to take a larger stance against these sexual deviants who are taking young girls' bodies against their will. It's simply not right.
I hear you, but a lot of times we hear about this once this person's already a superstar. We don't really hear about the unknown.
Well, we've been hearing about this for 10 years from this young man. And so we have to at this point say, okay, what's really going on? And for me, I think I may have to actively try not to listen or support him financially. That's just going to be how I'll handle it, because I just cannot believe that these many women are making up these many stories about this young artist.
Again, whoever your homeboys are, your friends, people in your proximity that see you every day, that know way before the fans.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to point out one thing. Chris Brown put a quote up the other day, and I'm paraphrasing, but the quote was something to the effect of, y'all notice when there's some BS about me and a girl, I get all the press. But now I got my new album out and everybody is silent.
Yeah, I saw that.
Saw that.